Hello friends, I am Professor Poonam Thete. We are study or discuss about the a sad poem by a sad child by Margaret Atwood. The poem is A Sad Child by Margaret Atwood. What is it about sorrow that so well captures the minds of so many poets, or that takes over the minds of so many people? It seems as though those who understand their own personal sadness intimately are always looking to express them in ways that are often artistic and well known. When a poet writes a meaningful song that expresses their sorrow in intricate, deep, powerful ways, they often wind up writing poems that rank among their most popular. And yet, apart from the value of empathy, these poems say very little for sadness, rather tend to be descriptions that are about sadness. A poem like Margaret Atwood's A Sad Child, on the other hand, deals with sorrow in a different kind of way, direct and as something to be addressed and resolved, rather than something that simply is. We can easily imagine the narrator of A Sad Child, their abrupt manner, their unapologetic truth. What an opening for a poem! You are sad because you are sad. It's psychic, it's the age, it's chemical. These lines deal with sorrow as something that simply is, but not in a morose or fatalistic way. They describe it as something to be accepted and deal with because the poem is entitled for sad child. It makes sense to think of the narrator as talking with a child, but it's the age is something that could as easily refer to instances of depression among senior citizens as it could young children. The advice given is just as abrupt attitude. Use of short sentences gives the narrator a blunt personality as they express meaningful revelations of character and pieces of advice through short simple sentences. You need to sleep also follow this idea, though the idea of bugging one's sadness is a more personal and metaphorical image. The final two verses of A Sad Child take its reader a step back. The narrator offensively addresses the child and then delivers a heavy message. Being trapped in an overturned baby body under a blanket or burning car bring forth the image of a car accident when red is seeping out of the body. A person is bleeding, and in this the narrator conjures up a very vivid image of the moment before death, and in that moment they say, all are equal, none of us is. Or else we are all are, it's like the well known. You often hear told to children, it's unspoken after beat. Everybody is special, and with that knowledge, the narrator is urging the child to go out and lead their life, to leave it and forget about sadness because one way or another. They only have the one life. One of the principal theme expresses in this verse there is idea that sitting around the complaining sadness isn't something that makes sadness go away. In the fourth stanza, the narrator points out that isn't the there as a sad child curse or a affliction but rather a normal aspects of growing up. Their two pieces of advice are to look at the positive things in life or to do something to take the child minds off of their sadness. Go shopping, care, talk, a poet, or start a new hobby such as dancing around here. It becomes apparent that a sad child is not written with any particular regard and meaning or structure, though in this verse there is an element of pride. Better than that, we had we coat or a pet take up dancing target. The flow of the poem does comes of a verbal instruction and comforting as a natural verbal expression almost more than a poem itself. In this way, the poet Margaret Atwood said about the a sad child. There is the full poem is about the expression their sorrow and intricate, deep, powerful ways. They often wind up writing poems and rank among their most popular. Thank you, friends. Please must watch and subscribe to our channel.